Welcome to a world where time stands still, tucked away in the softest corners of your imagination. Deep in the heart of the velvet night, this tiny cottage rests peacefully beneath the silver moon. Can you feel the softness of the air? It is a place where every breeze carries a hint of magic. Tiny fireflies dance like living stars, guiding your gaze toward a window filled with warmth. Inside, a golden light beckons, promising a sanctuary of comfort and sweet, silent dreams. Let the quiet embrace you as the noise of the world simply falls away. Close your eyes and find your peace in the heart of this magical, fluffy night. Deep in the heart of a tiny, fluffy cottage, the night is still and the world is asleep. Step inside a kitchen bathed in the soft, magical glow of flickering candlelight. Meet Chef Kitty, a gentle soul with big round green eyes and a love for quiet order. With soft paws and a tiny red apron, he carefully tidies the shelves as the moon peers through the window. Polished copper pots gleam on the walls, and the scent of fresh herbs fills the warm air. There's a moment of pure golden peace in this tiny sanctuary. Welcome to a night of quiet magic, where every corner feels like a warm, fluffy hug. Deep in the heart of a quiet forest, a tiny cottage glows softly under the twinkling stars. Inside, Chef Kitty is finishing his evening chores, his red apron tied neat and tight. Suddenly, a dusty old book falls from the shelf, spilling a magical golden light across the kitchen. Kitty leans in, his big green eyes sparkling with curiosity at the secrets hidden within. One tiny, fluffy paw reaches out, gently touching the warmth of the glowing pages in this cozy, magical corner of the world. A new and peaceful adventure is about to begin. Deep in the heart of a tiny cottage, as the world outside sleeps, a touch of magic begins to glow. On the old wooden table sits an ancient book, its pages whispering secrets of a far-off, enchanted land. Look closely at the magical map. See the rolling Italian hills and the whimsical, winding forest made of pasta. Golden mountains rise under a sky of illustrated stars, while a soft red river flows through the valley. A tiny, fluffy cat paw reaches out, slowly tracing paths of wonder in the gentle, warm amber candlelight. Let your heart wander through this cozy dreamscape. Rest now and stay magical. Deep in a magical forest sits a tiny, cozy cottage under the velvet night sky. A very special chef is at home. Meet Chef Kitty, with big round green eyes, a tiny red apron, and a perfectly starched white chef's hat. Kitty pauses at his little round kitchen window, gazing up at the vast, twinkling expanse of the magical universe. Suddenly, one star twinkles extra brightly. It's a moment of pure magic, casting a soft glow across the fluffy room. Chef Kitty smiles the warmest smile. His green eyes shimmer, reflecting the starlight in a world that is soft and rounded. Everything is quiet and perfectly peaceful. Good night, little chef, in your cozy, fluffy world. The world outside is quiet, wrapped in the soft velvet of a peaceful night. Inside this tiny cottage, a small light flickers. Meet Chef Kitty. With his big green eyes and a heart full of purpose, he is busy with a very important task. Slowly and gently, he tucks a single wooden spoon into his tiny, round, fluffy backpack. Every movement is careful and soft. He moves with such care, making sure everything is just right. He closes the backpack softly, ensuring his treasure is safe. Holding it with both paws, he looks at it with quiet determination. He is ready for whatever small adventure tomorrow might bring. Tonight is for sweet dreams and small beginnings in our cozy little world. Sleep well under the magic of the candlelight. Deep in the heart of the whispering woods, there sits a tiny, cozy cottage, glowing with a soft, inviting warmth. Meet Chef Kitty, a small tabby with big dreams and an even bigger appetite for a magical midnight adventure. As the silver moon rises high, he steps onto the cobblestones, his tiny red backpack ready for the journey ahead. Tonight is special. The stars are dancing in a deep blue sky, and fireflies are starting to light the way. He pauses to look up at the glowing full moon, feeling the magic of the silent world surround his fluffy heart. It is a perfect night for peace. Let the gentle glow of the moon guide you home to a world of dreams. Welcome to a night of quiet wonders. Beneath the soft glow of a giant moon, the world begins to dream. Along a winding cobblestone path, a tiny traveler makes his way through the serene landscape. Old stone farmhouses stand peacefully nearby, their windows radiating a warm, golden light into the cool night. Cypress trees sway gently in the breeze, while fireflies drift like tiny stars through the air. Everything here is slow and peaceful. There's a place where time stands still just for you. Let the stillness wash over you. Close your eyes and find your rest in this magical, fluffy world. Step into a world where everything is soft, gentle, and glowing under a velvet night sky. The Italian hills roll like waves of plush velvet, bathed in the silver light of 1,000 stars. Far below, a silver river winds through the valley like a silken ribbon, reflecting the magical moonlight. In the distance, warm amber lights twinkle from a tiny, cozy cottage, inviting you to find peace. Everything here is soft and rounded. There is no rush, just the quiet magic of a perfect night. Breathe in the stillness. This is your sanctuary. A place to dream where every moment is a soft embrace. Let the warmth of the night carry you away. Good night, world. Deep in the heart of the fluffy hills, where the moon hangs low like a silver coin, lived a curious traveler named Chef Kitty, with his tall white hat and favorite red apron. He reached the edge of a world he had only dreamed of. Before him stood a forest unlike any other, where the trees were made of thick, golden spaghetti. The noodle branches swayed gently, glowing softly under the midnight stars with a magical shimmer. Warm golden light spilled out from the pasta trunks, dancing across his emerald eyes and whiskers with a heart full of wonder. Chef Kitty took a slow step forward into the magical glow, entering a peaceful realm made of delicious dreams. Good night, little chef. Welcome to a world unlike any you've ever imagined, where nature and flavor collide in a whimsical dream beneath the deep blue night sky. The forest comes alive with the radiant glow of these towering noodle structures. Look closely as fireflies dance through the noodle canopy, casting a soft light on the lush, round basil leaf ground. Every texture here is soft, plush, and inviting a 3D masterpiece designed for pure comfort and wonder. Let the warmth of this pasta paradise wrap around you as we drift deeper into the heart of the Golden Woods. Deep in the heart of the culinary cosmos lies a secret place unlike any other. Welcome to the Great Pasta Forest, where every branch is woven from the finest golden noodles. Chef Kitty has traveled far with his little backpack to witness this starchy miracle for himself. High above, the spaghetti canopy glows with a warm radiance, illuminating the dark forest floor. Glimmering fireflies dance through the air, whispering the delicious secrets of this whimsical realm. In this fluffy world of wonder, every noodle tells a story of magic and taste. For our tiny chef, the greatest adventure is just beginning. Welcome to the pasta dream. Welcome to a world where magic is made of pasta. In this enchanted forest, the trees are twisted golden spaghetti. Everything is soft, stylized, and glowing. Meet Chef Kitty, a fluffy tabby with big green eyes and a heart of gold, as he walks along the soft basil carpet. He finds something truly special resting among the leaves. Look, tiny, sleepy bread roll creatures are waking up. They aren't afraid of our giant friend at all. Chef Kitty crouches down very slowly, his eyes full of wonder, to greet his small, doughy companions. They immediately waddle toward him. Snuggling up against his soft paws is the ultimate cozy moment. Chef Kitty looks down with the warmest expression imaginable. Welcome home to the pasta-inspired realm. Welcome to a world where dreams and pasta entwine. Step into the heart of the golden noodle grove, where magic is real. Beneath your feet, a soft carpet of glowing basil cushions every step, radiating a gentle emerald light in the cool night air. Look up, the canopy of intertwined noodle branches reaches toward a velvet sky, where stars twinkle through the golden curls of the forest. Here, time slows down, drifting like a lazy firefly. Lose yourself in the comfort of this fluffy, whimsical realm of light and shadow. It is a feast for the eyes and a lullaby for the soul. Stay a while and let the dream begin in the noodle grove. Welcome to a place where dreams and pasta entwine. Beneath the moonlit canopy of the great spaghetti forest, the air smells of stardust and savory secrets. Meet Chef Kitty, a tiny culinary master on a magical quest. Do you hear that? A distant melody humming through the golden, twisted trunks. Something incredible is brewing just beyond the fireflies, with a heart full of wonder. He follows this scent of enchantment. Step into the magic, where every noodle tells a story. Welcome to a world where nature and pasta intertwine. Behold these thick, twisted golden spaghetti trees reaching skyward. Beyond the forest edge, a magical river appears at deep. Rich tomato sauce flowing slowly through the cool night. The sauce steams gently, catching the moonlight with an amber glow that dances across its smooth, velvety surface. Giant plump tomatoes line the banks, shining like soft red lanterns. Casting a peaceful light over the landscape, everything is reflected perfectly in the still sauce. It is a breathtakingly beautiful and completely quiet pasta-inspired dream. Deep within the heart of the Golden Grove, where the trees are spun from twisted golden spaghetti, lies a secret. Welcome to the Great Tomato Tide. A warm and slow-moving stream of rich sauce that cradles the weary. See, these tiny, fluffy meatball creatures, they drift lazily downstream, tucked into the gentle current. Listen closely, and you can almost hear their tiniest snores as their round tummies rise and fall in perfect peace. Giant basil leaf lily pads float past, carrying miniature ladybirds curled into perfect, tiny balls in this pasta-inspired realm. Everything is drifting so slowly. It's a sanctuary of warmth and sauce. Good night, little meatballs. May your dreams be as warm and fluffy as the forest itself. Deep in the heart of the Golden Grove, the trees are made of the finest twisted spaghetti, glowing under the midnight sky. Meet Chef Kitty, a fluffy tabby in a bright red apron. Resting by the banks of the glowing tomato sauce river, he reaches out a tiny, soft paw, tasting the warm, savory stream as it flows gently through the woods. It is pure bliss. Every corner of this pasta-inspired realm is perfectly seasoned and wonderfully cozy, content and full. He lies back on the moss, staring up through the golden canopy at the stars above, under a blanket of twinkling stars. Everything in this magical world is warm, still, and absolutely perfect. Welcome to a place where dreams are as soft as moss and as golden as fresh pasta. Here, the trees aren't made of wood, but of thick, twisted golden spaghetti reaching for the stars. Lie back with me on the riverbank. Look up through the canopy and see the wonders of the night sky. Those aren't just stars, they are glowing butterflies of farfalle and rounds of rigatoni drifting by. Little pastina stars twinkle with a warm, gentle light against the deep midnight blue. In this magical realm, every breath is a puff of comfort and every view is a feast for the soul. Rest your paws, little chef. The pasta sky is watching over you tonight. In a land of savory dreams, Chef Kitty wakes by the glowing tomato sauce river. As the morning light touches the mossy banks, he tightens the straps of his tiny backpack, ready to leave the warmth of the river for a new flavor-filled adventure behind him. The sleepy meatball creatures drift peacefully on the slow-moving current, blissfully unaware of his departure. With a gentle smile and a heart full of curiosity, the little chef turns his gaze toward the mysterious horizon. He steps into the heart of the magical woods, where the air smells of golden wheat and ancient secrets beneath the swaying pasta branches. Chef Kitty disappears into the distance, following the path deeper into the peaceful, cozy forest. Deep in a land of magic, Chef Kitty began his quiet journey, leaving the bubbling banks of the tomato sauce river. With his traveler's backpack secured, he trotted softly through the winding, golden paths of the spaghetti forest. Suddenly, the trees cleared, revealing a vast, moonlit valley stretching out before him under a deep blue sky. He stood perfectly still, his green eyes reflecting a light unlike any he had ever seen before. In the distance, the Golden Mountains glowed warmly, their peaks dusted in soft, white sugar powder. It was a breathtaking sight. Holding the sunlight within, Chef Kitty took one slow breath, ready for a new adventure. Deep in a land of magic, Chef Kitty began his quiet journey, leaving the bubbling banks of the tomato sauce river. With his traveler's backpack secured, he trotted softly through the winding, golden paths of the spaghetti forest. Suddenly, the trees cleared, revealing a vast, moonlit valley stretching out before him under a deep blue sky. He stood perfectly still, his green eyes reflecting a light unlike any he had ever seen before. In the distance, the Golden Mountains glowed warmly, their peaks dusted in soft, white sugar powder. It was a breathtaking sight. Holding the sunlight within, Chef Kitty took one slow breath, ready for a new adventure. Welcome to a magical world. Meet Chef Kitty, a small traveler with a very big heart. He leaves the bubbling tomato sauce river, ready for a brand new, peaceful adventure. Wearing his tiny backpack and red apron, Chef Kitty treks across the vast, savory plains. Majestic Parmesan Mountains rise ahead, their golden peaks glowing softly under the full moon. A lake of olive oil reflects the stars, shimmering with a majestic and golden light. Finally, he reaches the spaghetti forest, where magical flavors and quiet wonder await him. In a world made of delicious dreams, Chef Kitty begins his long, peaceful journey through the magical lands, leaving the bubbling tomato rivers behind. He arrives at the foot of the great Parmesan Mountain. The slopes are soft and warm, glowing with a golden light that feels like a permanent, cozy sunset. With every slow step, his tiny, fluffy paws sink into the fragrant cheese, leaving gentle prints behind. He pauses to take a small taste. It's even more wonderful than the legends ever said. High above, the peak glimmers under the soft moonlight, guiding him toward the spaghetti forest that lies ahead. After leaving the magical tomato sauce river behind, Chef Kitty began his next great adventure, climbing high into the Golden Hills. The air turned warm and savory as he reached the slopes of the Parmesan Mountain, his little paws patting softly on the cheese. Halfway up, he discovered a hidden treasure, a tiny, perfect stone cottage with a window glowing like a warm, golden hearth. Sitting right outside the door was an unexpected host, an enormous, fluffy old tortoise, wearing a chef hat just like Kitty's. The ancient traveler was deeply asleep, his face filled with content as he let out the softest, most gentle snore. Chef Kitty crouched beside him, watching with deep tenderness. In this golden moment, the entire world seemed to stand still. There was a place of pure magic and rest, the perfect end to a long journey under the soft glow of the mountain. Deep in the heart of the Flavorlands, Chef Kitty begins his quiet adventure, leaving the shimmering banks of the magical tomato sauce river behind. With his tiny traveler's backpack snug and his spirits high, he wanders into the golden, tangled paths of the great spaghetti forest. As the day turns to a soft evening glow, Kitty finds a gentle friend resting on a high ridge overlooking the entire magical valley, leaning against the tortoise's warm shell. He gazes at the glowing forest below. The world is perfectly still, and his heart is full of peace. Meet Chef Kitty. After a long day by the magical tomato sauce river, he is ready for a new adventure, wearing his tiny backpack and red apron. He steps into the mysterious and fragrant spaghetti forest. The air smells of fresh herbs, and the trees are draped in golden pasta strands, glowing softly under the moon. Deep in a moonlit clearing, a magical feast awaits on a long, beautifully set table covered in glowing dishes. His friends are already their tiny bread rolls, and the wise old tortoise eating slowly and contentedly. Chef Kitty takes his place. Warm candlelight flickers, reflecting the stars in every bowl of pasta. In this magical forest, every meal is a celebration of friendship, peace, and pure wonder. Chef Kitty stood by the banks of the magical tomato sauce river, his long journey to the spaghetti forest just beginning. At the long feast table, the fluffy forest creatures one by one began to lay their heads down softly. A tiny bread roll rests its round face on the table, its eyes closing as it drifts into a dream. The meatball creatures lean against each other, swaying gently before finally falling fast asleep. The old tortoise pulls his head slowly into his shell as the candles burn lower and the clearing grows. Still, Chef Kitty watches them all with a loving expression, ready to continue his peaceful walk into the spaghetti forest. Everything fades to a soft golden glow as the night settles in over the magical land. As the day draws to a close, Chef Kitty begins his peaceful journey away from the whispering tomato sauce river. He enters the silent spaghetti forest, where the tall pasta trees stand perfectly still against the darkening sky. The tiny fireflies are all at rest now, clinging to the leaves as the world settles into a deep, cozy slumber. His fluffy paws make no sound as he treads softly across the fragrant basil carpet, guided by the gentle moon, walking through golden pools of moonlight. He carries the beautiful memories of his culinary adventures in his heart. In this quietest moment, everything is right. The little chef is almost home, safe in the embrace of the magical forest. Our brave little Chef Kitty has finally finished his marvelous adventure. He leaves the swirling currents of the tomato sauce river behind, trekking through the tall, golden spaghetti forest. Now, The warm glow of home calls to him. He returns to his cozy, candlelit kitchen. He pulls a small, soft blanket slowly over his paws and rests his fluffy head back. He looks at the old glowing book one last time. The map on its pages fades gently to darkness. His round green eyes close very slowly. His breathing becomes deep and gentle. The candle flickers and goes out. Outside, the stars shine on in silence. Rest well, little chef.